First, I would like to thank Professor Alam for inviting me for this conference. And I would like to introduce myself as a faculty in public health, starting my early career in public health at Jazeera Medical School as one of the founding faculty members. And then I migrated from Sudan since 1988, then joined UN and working in different universities in the Middle East, American University of Beirut, and King Saud University, Saudi Arabia, and also an adjunct professor in Emory University in the US. The story for mentoring, my story comes that about 20 years ago, when I started mentoring PhD students, Saudi, in a collaborative program between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the United Kingdom, in which the students are registered here and doing their research in the kingdom. And at that time, I was a mentor for about 3 of them. Also, there is really a great need for carrying out the current situation in Sudan. We start by the history of medical education in Sudan, started early by the establishing the Kitchener Medical School, one of the first, or the first medical school in Sudan. And follows that, in 1990s, there is an explosion of medical schools in which tens of medical schools were established, and most of them are private. And this explosion was created with a lot of problems, without resources. I know one of the medical schools, there is only one faculty member who is a graduate of agriculture with a PhD in biochemistry. He is the dean of the medical school. And the students, part of the students are in one city and the other part in a different city. And also there is uncontrolled privatization. And it became a business rather than really providing good education. You see here, this according to the Ministry of Higher Education reports, there is more than 50 medical schools now, 25 dentistry, 23 pharmacy, 39 nursing, public health 10, and most of these are private schools. And you see what's going on in Sudan, and this also, I think, has an impact, because education should not be commercialized. It's morely commercialized rather than a service for the community or for the population. Medical research history in Sudan started earlier, in the early 19th century, by the establishing of the Wellcome Research Lab. And then this followed in 1927 by establishing the STAC lab, in which there was 3 different functions of this lab: is training of the students, medical students, routine diagnostic services, plus research. Medical research also is a function of medical schools, or universities have 3 functions: research, education and learning, and community service. And research, one of the most important things. And really there is a great need in Sudan for research. And there is also a requirement at graduate level for the Sudanese Medical Board to submit a research thesis. Research institutions in Sudan, there are many. Starting in the 70s, they established the Medical Research Council, followed by establishing different research institutions, including the Mycetoma Research Center, one of the pioneering research centers in the world now in the area of mycetoma research. There is a Tropical Research Institute, a nuclear research, a nuclear medicine institute in Jazeera University, and the Public Health Institute, which was established as the Minister of Health in Khartoum. The Cyber Mentor Program as you know, mentoring is very important economic or development tool for improving careers, and it's very beneficial and with a great impact. This initiative, I set it about a year ago with the group that to help Sudan through its diaspora, scientists and experts throughout the world, so that to carry out research, mentoring health sciences students. And the program is a 2-year program in which there's a collaboration between the mentor and mentee through learning technologies using social media, WIMBARs, so that it can facilitate professional development in Sudan. So this program matches the mentor with the mentee in the field of health research. Upon completion of the project, almost always, which is it's very helpful for career development of individuals, it is university accepted, the mentoring program, and now there is a global health mentoring research program. So to be successful, also the mentee has a role that it's establish its clear goals, and also seeking, finding out mentors, and so that to carefully choose a mentor and a research topic. What's the main program objective is to develop a well-matched mentor-to-mentee relationship, and also improve the knowledge and skills with the self-efficacy, so that it increases the competency in research for this mentee. The scope that is limited to mentoring the health, medical and health sciences students, and the mentors are the Sudanese diaspora experts or scientists all over the world, and also other international scientists. This was which I am working on now in the US with some colleagues. And also, the mentee will be recruited through the Sudanese higher education institutes. And the mentee include different categories, either undergraduate medical students, graduate medical students like MPH, MSc, and PhD, plus postdoctoral or young faculty members who hadn't even published any work, so the mentor program will help them in publication. And this will start by a 2-year pilot program, including 3 components: mentor and a mentee, training and support, and there is a platform also that's needed to be established. So mentoring is the foundation of this program. The mentors usually should participate in a meeting, kick-off meeting first, and then communicate regularly with the mentee, respond to the mentee discussion or any request, and help the mentee submit an abstract for publication, and provide a summary on the progress of the mentee and evaluation of the mentee. For the mentee, on a long-year program, have to work on the research project and should commit about 6 to 8 hours per week for the program, and attend, we plan for a kickoff meeting in Khartoum for the first batch, and then participate with online communication with his mentee. The deliverables will be presenting their experience in a workshop and submitting a manuscript for publication. What will be the impact? The mentorship program will introduce high level of health-related research. The quality of research will be improved. The quantity of research will be improved, and the research profile of Sudanese researchers will be also improved. So what we need to do is to start with collaboration with higher education institutes, establish a platform for implementation of program, looking for funds and resources and recruit mentors and mentees. Thank you.
بنحلم بفضاء أوسع، بنحلم بزمن أجمل، بلاد ميلاد بلاد ميلاد